What's up, money growers? Jacob back here with another video to help you guys out with something that's going to be very important for a lot of you, especially for the year 2022, because especially with, the world or as the U.S. kind of getting out of this whole COVID thing, there's going to be a lot of people who are going to be having some credit issues here in the future in 2022. So a lot of lingering effects are going to be hanging around from COVID. So for those of you that need some tips, advice, help, loopholes, whatever you want to call these can be huge to help you out in your credit journey if you need to repair your credit or if you're trying to build your credit. Now, I'm going to talk about some of these things here, and we're going to go through them one by one. But guys, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. That's all I ask that you do, especially if you're new to this channel. Subscribe, keep watching. I'm doing a video every single day on here to help you guys out. I also learn a lot from you guys down in the comment section, so if there's something either I miss or another useful tip or piece of information that you think would be good, please throw it down in the comment section, because other people watch this and other people look at those comments, and sometimes you can put something in there that really helps someone else out. So first thing we'll jump into, and this is the one that I think the fewest people know about. I think the fewest people know about this one. So you can get loans where the lenders do not report to the credit bureaus. So that's part of the 5 tips we're talking about today. A lot of people think that if you get a loan, a credit card, and even I thought this till recently, that whatever company you get it with, credit card company, whoever, that they have to tell the credit bureaus that you have this loan, you have this credit card, and all that kind of thing. Nope, they don't. Absolutely not. They do not have to do it. I've looked it up myself. Google searched this after I found it out from a company called Bankers Healthcare Group, BHG for short, and even on Equifax's own website. It doesn't even say that people they have to report. Look at NerdWallet. A lot of big popular financial blogs, they'll say that they legally do not have to actually tell the credit bureaus. So just like, you may apply for a credit card, they don't do a hard credit check. They just choose not to check with the credit bureaus. Hey, if they give you the credit card, they also don't have to tell the credit bureaus if they give you a credit card or if they give you one. They don't have to tell them anything. It's one private company to another private company, and the credit bureaus cannot force lenders to give them information about their business. So that's a big one. So if you have like credit card debt you're trying to get rid of or something, and it's showing up on your credit report, you could take a loan from a lender who doesn't report to the bureaus, use that loan to pay off the credit card debt. Now the 3 bureaus are looking at you like, wow, you've got no debt, you've paid off your credit card debt, you're looking a lot better, but now you just have a loan to pay off directly with that lender, and the credit bureaus know nothing about it, and it's perfectly legal. Okay, I encourage you after this video, go ahead and research on your own if you don't believe me. Okay. Second thing we'll talk about, speaking of credit cards and credit checks and all that kind of thing, if your credit's messed up and you're trying to repair it, take advantage of companies that do a no credit check credit card, okay? A lot of the big ones you'll find, you'll find Tomo, Open Sky, Chime, which I think Chime goes up to what? I think it's $100 minimum, and it goes up to like $10,000. There's Self, which used to be Self Lender. So lots of times secured credit cards are like $200 minimum to open up a credit card. But lots of people like doing the ones where there's no credit check, because obviously there's no credit check. So if you're trying to rebuild your credit, it can be a good option for you to take advantage of a card like that. Or you can just go the secured card route where maybe they do an actual credit check. Big one people like to do is, I'll just throw this in the video for you guys as a little added bonus. Navy Federal, lots of people like to do, like, basically I just call it a double dip, where they get like a loan called a pledge loan that's secure, so it's secured with their own money, and they'll also use that money to get a N Rewards, which is their secured credit card with Navy Federal. So they'll take a loan for, say, $250. Right away they'll pay off like $225 of it, and then the loan is for, say, 6 months. So they've already paid off $225 of it, so now there's only $25 left to pay over the next 5 months. Then those next 5 months, they'll just pay $5 a month until the loan's paid off, and they pay like almost no interest on it. But while the loan's getting paid off, after they take the $225 out, they'll take that and they'll use it to open up a Navy Federal and Rewards secured credit card, and that'll be their deposit. It's a $200 minimum deposit. So basically, you have about a 5-6 month period where you have a loan with Navy Federal and you have an N Rewards secured credit card. Now, you can get denied for that N Rewards secured credit card if your credit's all jacked up, okay? You can. If you're brand new to credit, you'll probably get approved. But that's just an option that people do where they get, to fatten up their credit profile. They show a loan and they show a credit card by doing that with Navy Federal. Now, we'll go into the third part here we'll talk about, and this is one that lots of people have you'll find information about this, and this can be a good one as well. So that is getting added as an authorized user either on a friend or family member's credit card. If you have someone who's got good credit history, right? They've made all their payments on time. The longer they've had that credit card, the better. The longer they've had it, the better. So just keep that in mind. Because if you get added on their card as an authorized user, you can get their age. So, say the credit card's 14 years old and, you've got like 0 years of credit. That'll help you a lot more when you get added on that card for the age. And if it was a credit card that was only 4 years old, because the age of your credit is a factor in your score. So getting that age and then also getting their payment history, especially if they've paid 100% of the time on time for 14 plus years, that's awesome. So if you can get added as an authorized user onto someone's credit card, friend or family member, that can be huge to help you out in your own credit journey. It can be huge to help increase your credit score and those kinds of things. Now, there are brokers you can actually buy spots on there. People actually, someone who has a credit card, say they've had it for 14 years and they've got 100% on-time payment history, they'll put it up on a website and you can actually pay for a spot on there. So companies will broker that deal. So you can do that. And also keep in mind, down the road, when your credit's doing a lot better, you can do that as well. You can put your credit cards if you want on a website, and you can get some extra money for it, or you could actually just talk to people in your personal life who were trying to get their credit score increased. And if, making them an AU on your credit card can help, then hey, you can do that. If you want to do it for free, you can. Or if you just want to, make some side money doing it, you can definitely do that as well. The fourth thing we'll talk about is asking for a credit limit increase, okay? Now, if you got a spending problem, okay, you can't control your spending, this is not good, all right? Then you want to be leery of this. But this can be great because it can help your utilization out. So if it's going to help your utilization, then that'll actually help keep your credit score. Your utilization is basically going to be showing that, say if you use $500 of you have $1,000 available and you use $500 of that, right? You use half the money you have available to you. Okay, that doesn't look good. But if you only use $500 and you have $10,000 available to you, you're now using 5%. So now you're looking a lot better to the credit bureaus. So basically with personal credit, it's like you look good when you have a bunch of money to use and you don't actually need to use it. So it seems kind of contradictory where it's like, the person who doesn't when you don't need the money, it's easier to get more money. When you really need the money, it's harder to get more money because you look desperate. So that's just a way to think of it, is that if you can show you're financially responsible, you can get those credit limit increases over time. So maybe there will be a time that when you do need some money short term for something, and then you have more options because your credit card limit is higher, your utilization has been low for all this time. You had one a long time, you didn't need any money, so you can get higher limits, you get higher amounts and things like that. And that can help your score because utilization is definitely a factor in your credit score as well. So these are some of the things I have for you guys, some of these credit repair tips, advice. Some people like to call it a loophole. I think the biggest one on here that came off as a loophole when I first heard it was the fact that some lenders choose not to report to the credit bureaus. That was one I'm like, when I first heard that, I was definitely questioning it. And after I got off the phone with the rep, I was like, all right, let me go Google search this real quick. And sure enough, I found source after source after source saying, no, there's no law that says lenders have to report to the credit bureaus if you get a loan or a credit card or anything like that with them. They don't have to do it. So you can take advantage of that. That's one of the big ones that I hardly ever hear people talk about. So guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope it was helpful for you. These tips, this advice could help you. Again, if I missed something, please put down in the comment section below because I'm sure there's other people who could use help with this kind of thing. I appreciate you watching, and until next time, keep growing your money.